This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand for the morning of February 6th, 2023. I'm Wes Mills. A bill that would divert $6 million in state and local tax revenue annually to state-certified technology parks has passed the Indiana Senate and is headed to the House. Senate Bill 271 would help 18 of Indiana's 22 tech parks keep more of the sales and income taxes generated by the businesses within them. The money could be used to administer or expand the parks and their infrastructure, recruit additional companies, or provide services to existing businesses. Indianapolis-based Delta Faucet Company has appointed Jill Ennis to serve as its new president, succeeding Ken Roberts, who served as president since 2018. Most recently, Ennis served as vice president of omni-channel retail for the faucet and fixture maker. Kimball International in Jasper is reporting fiscal second quarter net income of $3 million, up from a nearly $6 million loss during the same period last year. The furniture maker says second quarter sales grew 21%. The company says it experienced a decline in order rates in its workplace and health divisions during November and early December as customers worried about a recession. But the company said orders started to recover in January. The city of Greenwood is experiencing both commercial and residential growth. Johnson County's largest city has gone from having a downtown vacancy rate of 75% in 2012 to now being 95% occupied, according to Mayor Mark Myers. During an appearance on Inside Indiana Business with Gary Dick, Myers said improving quality of life, especially downtown, was key for him when he took office in 2011.
12 years ago, when we came in office, we were begging to bring business into Greenwood. Now we're at a point where we can pick and choose who we want, what we want.
Myers says the opening of the Greenwood Field House on the site of a former middle school has been critical to the community's renaissance. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.
In today's business environment, every company is a tech company. Interested in learning more about emerging technology trends that can make an impact on your strategy in 2023? Join us February 15th for IBJ's Technology Power Breakfast to hear from top tech entrepreneurs, investors, and up-and-comers. Our panelists will dive into key issues and trends that will inspire fresh ideas. RSVP or reserve a corporate table for 10 by February 9th at ibj.com/events.
The new athletics director for Ball State University will be formally introduced this afternoon during a news conference in Muncie. On Friday, the university named Jeff Mitchell its next AD. He succeeds Beth Getz, who stepped down in September to take a position at the University of Iowa. Mitchell has been serving as deputy director of athletics at the University of Southern Mississippi since 2018. The Indiana University Board of Trustees has approved plans to double capacity at the IU School of Nursing at IUPUI. The school says renovations at the nursing school will include additional lab and office space, simulation rooms, and more practice exam rooms. The board also approved increases to on-campus residence hall rates for Bloomington, Indy, and the South Bend campuses. A new housing development company started by former University of Notre Dame and WNBA standout Devereaux Peters is one of two selected by the state to receive a tax credit to build low-income housing. Inside Indiana Business reporter Alex Brown has details.
The former basketball star started her Chicago-based development company, Chateau 14 Development, with a mission to, quote, relentlessly seek financial solutions for underserved communities through development. Her company will receive a state tax credit from the Indiana Housing and Community Development Authority to help with construction of a 4-story, 60-unit apartment building in South Bend that will cater to low- and middle-income families. The other recipient is Indianapolis-based 238 Properties, a newly formed housing development company of Fred Yakey. His project, the Anthony Grimes Apartments and Family Center, would create 34 units for single parents and their children. The IHCDA established the Rental Housing Tax Credit General Set-Aside to support emerging underrepresented developers such as minority, women, and veteran-owned businesses. The agency says the program is for first-time developers who often face financial and institutional barriers to enter the development industry. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.
Subaru of Indiana Automotive is celebrating a milestone as it marks the 7 millionth vehicle to roll off the assembly line in the Lafayette plant's 35-year history. When the company broke ground in 1987, the plant was a joint venture between Subaru and Isuzu. Over the years, the factory also produced Hondas and Toyotas, but since June 2016, the plant has exclusively produced Subarus. Last fall, Subaru Executive Vice President Scott Brand told Inside Indiana Business the staff knows how to adapt.
A lot of different products we've adapted to what the market demanded or required, and the associates here in SIA have done an outstanding job of preparing for different models, different configurations, different line speeds, just a variety of things that have been people would view as a major challenge, and we've been very successful at adapting over that 32 years.
The plant is Subaru's only manufacturing facility outside of Japan. Brand says when Subaru Corporate decides to build EVs in the U.S., the Lafayette plant will be ready to respond.
We want to build the products where we sell the products whenever possible. So as the market starts to evolve and develop into more of a hybrid or electric environment, then of course SIA and Subaru as a whole is going to have to adapt to that. You know, we make about 50% of the cars that Subaru sells in North America in this facility. So as the market would adopt more battery, electric, or hybrid vehicles, you're going to find that there's going to be a need for production of those vehicles to come to North America so that we can, one, apply for incentives or be eligible for incentives, but more importantly, to align with our normal business practice, which is to build the vehicles where we sell the vehicles.
In August, the automaker hit the 5 million mark for the production of a Subaru Outback Wilderness. I'm Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.